Alright, moving on. 12 rounds 2. Reloaded. This one stars Randy Orton as Nick Malloy. He's a paramedic. One night, he and his wife were driving home when he happens to see this car accident. He puts himself to work and he saves the life of a guy named Tommy. However, he's unable to save the life of a woman that was in the accident. 1 year later, Nick is out on a job and he gets a phone call. They see this strange guy. He's got something wrong with his stomach, and he gets a phone call from a strange man named Heller. And Heller tells him that he's going to pay for what happened. And Nick is sent on this mission after the guy blows up and he barely saves his partner. He goes on this journey, he plays 12 rounds, and he has to do this. It's a little bit different than the last one where there's less of a round. Eventually he comes upon Tommy from the accident, the guy he saved. And eventually they come to the realization that they're connected in more ways than one. They're connected in a way. And that being the accident. He saved Tommy, wasn't able to save the woman. The woman happens to be Heller's wife. There's your connection. The acting from Randy Orton, from the guy who plays Tommy, the guy who plays Heller, absolutely fantastic. There's one thing I gotta complain though, and that's Caps. There's she FBI or police or something, and she's on the case. And there's a scene where she finds Nick, and she doesn't put his hands up, and he's trying to tell her, she won't listen. Eventually she does listen, and it does work out. He's trying to save his wife, much like, Danny was in the first one, but the cinematography in this movie is great as well. Just, it fits my whole screen, and it looks absolutely wonderful. Most of this is at night. I think it is mostly at night. It's all at night, except for maybe the first. The scene starts at morning and it's night, so it takes place during the whole night. And I think his partner's still alive. We don't really say much about it. Sean Rogerson, who was in the last review he was in, was the Grave Encounters movies. He played Lance, or fictional version of himself in the second one. He plays a role in this, and it's all connected because he kills because this Tommy happens to be the governor's son. So he kills the lawyer that got him off. He kills the governor because that's his father, because his father's money that did it. And he killed the cop that pushed it under the rug, which is Sean Rogerson's character. So it all goes back to Tommy, and I kind of like that. I like movies where there's a connection, and it all goes. It's like Saw. It reminded me of Saw. Was it 6? Which one had the? Was it 6? Which one had the people? And it all went back to they burned down the apartments or something. Was that 4? No. 5? 5 or 6. It reminds me that all have a connection to it. But I'm just saying that, yeah, I like that. And so Randy Orton's pretty good for this being his first movie, I think. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's kind of hard to talk about. Besides the cops, the negatives. Well, yeah, Tommy. It's not Tommy specifically, but there's a scene where he says all Tommy has to do is drink the alcohol. And he drinks it. He picks the right bottle. It's alcohol. But he did it. He absolutely did it. He finished it. And then The guy just pours the other alcohol on him and sets him on fire. To me, that's cheating. You can't do that. What's wrong with Joe? Just saying. It all comes to a head when, after with Tommy, Nick and his wife wake up in a car with Heller, and Heller says he's going to reenact the accident. He's going to cause their deaths. Eventually, they get out before the accident happens, and Heller ends up dead. And I think it just ends from there because it was like very quick that it ended. So another quick ending, but this is a quick review because there's really not much to say. It's a pretty good film, on par with the first one, if anything. I enjoy all three of these films. Darn it. Yeah, and this one is rated R right away. Where the first one was PG-13, but there's an unrated version. This is rated R right away, so you get all the fucks and the shits and the dams and stuff like that. Randy Orton says the F word a lot in this movie, actually. But yeah, series of 12 challenges involving the cops or missing a deadline. Because the guy is watching him from cameras all over the place, and yeah, he shoots the camera out. Like, Nick, he shoots the camera out so he can talk to the cop lady, who's that lady there. But, yeah, and then Tommy, like, tases him. That's how they get to that one. Oh, and there's titties, too. So that's always a plus. We get a scene where they introduce Tommy. He's with this girl, and they're doing it. Here's another problem. Yeah, Tommy is a little bit of a problem. He spent a year in rehab for the DUI. That, said it was a DUI, they got him off, whatever. What's the first thing he does? He gets a bunch of alcohol, a bunch of drugs, gets all blitzed up. Gets all blitzed up. Just got out of rehab, and what was the point of the year in rehab? You just gotta start up again. And he must have figured, I got off, I can just do what I want now. Well, your actions have consequences there, Tommy, and this movie is proof of it. Bastard. However, I do feel sorry for Nick. He was at the right place at the right time. He just saved someone's life. Yeah, no. Unlike Danny in the first film, he's not directly responsible for the wife, for the significant other dying. He couldn't help it. He went for the first person he saw. He saved him. There was no way to save her, if I remember correctly. So, Nick is innocent in all this. He really had nothing to do with it. Where Danny, in the first one, it was sort of his fault that the girlfriend died. But here, there's nothing Danny could have done. She was gone. So it's kind of, I think we get, I'll do a rating. I'll give it an 8. Is that the last one? Yeah, it's about the same. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. 12 Rounds 2 Reloaded. What are your thoughts on 12 Rounds 2 Reloaded? Leave in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. Love, peace, chicken grease.